Hello and welcome. I'm Lynn of Lynn X Stitches Creates, and welcome to my floss tube about can of cross stitch and the project bags I make. It is Monday, September 26th. It is episode 56, and this is Ramses. I was away for the weekend and he's feeling unloved, so he has decided he needs to be in here with me and up. Welcome if you're new. Thank you for coming by. I hope you like and subscribe. Oh, and I forgot to turn on my ring light. There we go. I was wondering why it looked kind of dark. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Oh, goodness. New t-shirt from Athena. I showed this last week. My needs are simple: stitching, tea, and of course Snoopy. But of course we had pasta for dinner and I didn't even see that till just now. So anyway, so it has been a good week. It's been a lot of fun. Thursday I flew to Oregon for the Acorns and Threads, which is an LMS in Portland, Oregon. And this past weekend was their Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit. There were about 100 people there in person, and I believe there were 125 via Zoom. So it was a lot of fun. I got to see some people I already knew, meet people that I've only met and talked to on Zoom, and had a great time. It was really wonderful. I was roommates with Becca Sambry Stitches, so this is the first time we got to meet in person. And Megan Jones from Frozen Crafter, I met her for the first time at the Camp Black Needle back in August, and the three of us were roommates. It was an Embassy Suites, so we had more than enough room for the three of us. There was a queen-size pull-out sofa in the living area, which had a table, and the sofa not only was the queen-size sofa bed, but it had the L that came out, so it was a chaise, so it was really a nice, comfortable room. I got to meet in person Erin to Martini Stitcher, which it was great to hug her. She's a wonderful person. Audrey Stitchy Witch 42, who made my Flossway Bags book that I had for my Poltergeist Pirates. At my table was Robin of Lady Robins here on Flosstube, and that was the first time I got to meet her in person. She had her friend Lynn, but she spells her Lynn with an E, so, you know, I won't hold that against her. We had Tara, the 805 Stitcher, and her friend Deb, so it was a lot of fun, and got to meet a lot of other people in person. Such a great time. And Acorns and Threads is an amazing store. I will put video at the end of this if you're interested in seeing Acorns and Threads. I have video of the two trunk shows, because there were two designers there, officially two designers there. There was a third one. Well, technically there was more than that, because Becca and Megan are both designers as well. But I'll say in a second. So the two designers that were there were Stephanie Webb of Lindy Stitches and Janine of the Blue Flower, and they had their trunk shows there, so we got to see all the models in person, which was great. And then, you know, if there's something you want to go over to Acorns and Threads and get it. Beth Twist, Acorns and Threads is her LNS, so Beth Twist was also there, so I got to hug her and personally thank her for the liver pattern that she created for me at my request, to go with her alphabet anatomical alphabet series. It was wonderful to see her and thank her in person. So yeah, so Carolyn Zook and Robin Hall. Carolyn Zook is C. Zook Stitch, and Robin Hall is Bird's Eye Stitches. I remembered because now I met her, and I should never forget again. They run the Magazine Monthly Challenge group, and they're in charge of the AB Singo that has been going on this month of September. Trying to think, so many people. It was a lot of fun, and I met some new Flosstubers too. So yeah. So it was, I'll have pictures of people that I met, of the trunk shows, of the brag table, at the end of this video. So, and I'll try to mark everything so you know. So, I just got back. You know what? I just realized it's not Monday the 26th, it's Tuesday the 27th, because I got back yesterday late and I was really tired and I didn't do my video yesterday. And I've been in bed most of the day today because I was still so tired. I got up, it was 4 o'clock, or I was at the airport at 4 a.m. in Portland to fly home, and it's a 6-hour flight even with the connection. So I got in about 10 to 4 Cincinnati time, and then my husband and I went to eat, and then we had a rehearsal. He convinced me to be part of a Christmas program that the Merit Theater Group is doing, which is the group he did Jane Eyre the Musical with this summer and 12 Angry Men with last summer. So I'm singing in the choir with him for that, and I totally forgot that it's not Monday, it's Tuesday. So there's that, but it is episode 56, so we're good there. Oh my gosh. Anyway, now that we've talked about that, maybe I should show you some stitching that I've done. I'm gonna pause it so I can pull things back out, and I will come back in just a second. Okay, I'm back. So I worked on my AB Singo. I'm 2 behind, and then I will be done. Since it's the 27th, all 25 numbers have been called, and because of traveling, there were 2 that I did not bring with me, so I don't have all of them done. But I did work on J was for Love and Joy by October House, and this was a new start for me. So this is where I got to, and I just did down the first side and over and put in a couple of the motifs there at the top. So this is on an opalescent, it's 28 count work bitch from Fortnite Fabrics. It was one of their fabrics of the month. So, and once again, that is what it will look like when it is done. So it's not a really huge piece. So I got to start on that. That was an hour of progress. And then for W, I of course had Coeur de Sorciere by TraLaLa. And this is where she was before I started. And this is where she is now. Now, you can kind of see that there are some markings up there. And that's because I made it all the way to here and realized that these 2 were not meeting, and then had to subtract. I finished putting in the colors over here, and then I started, I think it was about here, and went up and around, and then had to subtract. So I worked on that for most of the day on Friday. I was really hoping to have a finish on this, but you know, counting is important. So she will get done. she will definitely get done in October. So those were my two AB single pieces that I brought with me to work on. I was also working on my Caterpillar Cross Stitch Sal, my Stitch into Christmas, and I have finished part 1 of it, and that is part 1 all finished. And I think I have a picture of where I was last Monday. So part 2 came out yesterday. I've downloaded it. It will be 4 or 5 across here, and then some Christmas lights. So hopefully next Monday, if I film. My sister-in-law is coming to visit. My sister-in-law that I went to Germany with her. She's coming tomorrow for a visit. We've got an action-packed week planned, so I definitely will not film on Monday. If I film, it will be Tuesday, and it will be dependent upon if I have a chance to stitch or not while she's here. I probably will, but we'll see. And then I had a new start while I was at Ramses is attacking my bags. I had a new start while I was at Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit. Megan and I had both purchased Craft Supplies by Puntini. It's part of her And Other Lies series. And so brand new start, but I'll tell you what, this is addicting. This stitch is fun. We both got so much done. She's much farther than I am. But here's what I did. I will not buy cross stitch supplies. So I've got all the back stitching of what I've done so far. So got a tape measure, 2 buttons, 1 spool there, the scissors, skeins of floss, a threaded needle, a thimble, and then a pack of needles and a tomato with pins. So that's what I've done so far. And then I still have to put in this month, and then there's a box with patterns, another set of scissors, another spool, a pile of fabric, and then the box that says And Other Lies I Tell Myself. So it's pretty close. It's probably 2/3 of the way done. I would really love to finish this this week as well. I had kind of hoped to finish it while we were together. We both did, but we got busy with other things, so it was great. Okay, so that's the stitching I did over the weekend. I was able to stitch on the plane on the way to Oregon. My flight was 2 parts. It was Cincinnati to Seattle. Then I transferred and did a Seattle to Portland. My plane last Thursday was great because the middle seat was empty. It was a row of 3. The middle seat was empty. So I was able to stitch. I had plenty of room. Yesterday's flight, Seattle to Cincinnati, it was absolutely jam-packed full. There was not an empty seat. And the man in the middle, I felt so bad for him. I was the window seat, and he was a big, tall man, and he sat, you know, like this, and I kind of scrunched over to the window to try to give him some room. So the two of us, we were pretty cramped and uncomfortable most of the flight. So I ended up just watching TV shows and movies and sleeping a lot because I had gotten up so early and I had gone to bed too late and the time change, and you know, it is what it is. Okay, so freebie table. I grabbed 2 things off the freebie table, and I have to double check now that I got home and think about this. I may have it, and if I do, then I'm gonna do a giveaway. But I picked up by October House Flosstube Friends, which I may have purchased, or I may have picked it up off a different freebie table and I just don't remember. So, and then I picked up Legends of the Dragons, and it's actually designed by 3 different designers. So I'll show you the pattern. We have Majesty, we have Magic, and we have Wisdom, and they're designed by Black Swan, Dragon Dreams, and TW Design Works. And this is a chart that was printed in Canada in 2001. So all those gradations, yes, are changes in floss. There's a lot of floss for this pattern. So whether I will do them all as one like this or separately, I haven't quite decided. But I just love them. So that was my freebie table stuff. My purchases from Acorns and Threads. If you've never been, it's pretty amazing there. Their floss wall, because it's like 3 walls worth. They have every kind of silk and floss you can imagine. And I don't know the names of the silks well enough to say all of them. Tudor silk, needlepoint silk, and which is NPI. Yep, and that's all I remember. Of course, they have DMC, Classic Color Works, you know, Weeks Dye Works, those usual ones. But then there were other ones too. And if you're interested, you can see them in the video. The amazing silks. Fabric choices. And then they have banding. And if you ever want to do like a bell pull or something long and skinny, like you want to do a Lizzie Kate and you just want to have it as a, you know, a piece of fabric, she's got so many different kinds. And I wanted to buy something, but I was afraid to, because I was like, I'm either going to buy way too much and waste it, or not buy enough and then not be able to use it. So I am in, now that I know what she's got there, I really want to figure it out and find something that I can do on banding, because so many pretty pieces of banding. Okay, sorry for the crinkles. These are the things that I purchased. And I tried to look for some designers that I hadn't heard of, because I figured I'm out on the West Coast. There's got to be other people that I haven't heard of that aren't around here. So this one is called Reindeer Dance. It's the Mindful Needle Designs. And I just thought that was so pretty. And of course, I love it on the blue with the white, but they show it too. You can do it on white with blue. And then the Bee Cottage, and this is called I'd Rather Be Stitching Needle Book. So that's the front of the needle book, that's the back, and that's the inside. So it's really cute. They're only 33 by 39, the design, so I figured that would be a great small at some future retreat. And of course, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know my husband has a thing with moose. And I found this Mill Hill kit, winter holiday collection, the Merry Moose. So I don't know if I'll do him this year or not. And then I love the different Santas that Mill Hill does. And this one is one of my favorites, Colonial Santas. So, not sure when I'll do him. And it comes with all the beads, the perforated paper, all the floss. So, and then this is a Beth twist, and I forgot to have her sign it. I'm so bummed. Heartstring samplery. And this was one that she designed exclusively for Acorns and Threads. It's called What a Time to Be Alive. and it's so pretty in person, and I am not going to do it in that colorway at all. I'm going to use one of the Cottage Garden threads I've gotten from Colleen. I'm not sure what fabric yet, but I've seen it done in color, and it's really beautiful. And then there was a Fox and Rabbit design there, and I don't think this was new this year. They don't have a date on the back, and I haven't opened it up, but Cat Magic. And I had a Siamese cat growing up, and I've always loved Siamese, and I've always wanted to have a Siamese cat, and we've never gotten one. We've always gone to the shelter and picked one out, and there's never been a Siamese there when we were looking, so maybe coming up soon. And then I got from Becca Sambry Stitches one of her designs. This is her exclusive for Acorns and Threads. It's called the Adventure Sampler, and she signed it for me. Of course, she's got her Bigfoot because that's her thing, but look at the border. It's all birds, and this eagle is just amazing. And of course, she loves owls too, so she's got an owl in there. And stitched up, it's kind of light here, and they did have some kits, but I'm not sure when I'm going to stitch it, so I decided just to get the pattern for now. But I really like it. So, and she's got another one that she was working on the model there at the retreat. That's Silent Night, which is a special Christmas carol for her, because it was special for her grandmother, and the piece is beautiful. So watch her floss tube over the next couple of weeks. I think she's releasing it October 1st, but it might not be till November 1st. But keep an eye out, because that one, I'm definitely going to have to get that one too. So that was all my purchases. I'll show you some of the goodies I got. Anna, who is Stitch 1 Frog 2, created a pattern, and the border is scissors, and it says, "Go away, I'm stitching," and I'm going to show it way back here. So she created that for everybody. Robin, Lady Robbins, had a floss drop, and then she had a pin with 2 buttons on it, but I took the pin for my name tag, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Mar Daly, who is Verbena in Stitches, created this floss drop, and it's 3D printed. I don't want to pull it off the card, but here's her information. So, and she's got a website, strangestitches.com, but it's a squirrel because, you know, Acorns and Threads. I don't remember who gave me this, but someone went around and gave everybody tomatoes. How awesome is that? Another lady I had shared I had given her a needle minder, and you know, I didn't expect, I give them, that's just the way to pass on my information. She came back and gave me a little orc container. Let's see, we had Corey, who is Crafty Corey Stitches. She's also a bag maker, and she has been model stitching for Becca. She did these floss drops, and there's her information. And she gave everybody a needle minder, and I'm trying to remember, it's just pretty. Oh, I know I was going to drop it. And then 2 fruit flavored. So I'll get that in just a second. I'll throw that down there so I don't forget. And of course, from Megan, the Frozen Crafter. She gave me more of these. I just think they're so adorable. In a cute little bag. From Stitch, Carolyn, another bag tag. Becca gave everybody a little goodie bag with some stickers and buttons and 2022 charm, and I'm not opening it up because there's a coupon in here for a free pattern. And then from Classy Kawaii, who is Debbie, and she's the glitter fairy, glitter dove fairy. She gave everybody a project card, and there's her front. And look at this, a needle minder. It's a teapot, and it's a cupcake waxer. Isn't that cute? And she's got a Facebook page listed. I don't think I only follow her on Instagram, so I'll have to look up her Facebook page. And then Tracy Stitches, that's Daphne, her baby. And she's got a little key on there, which I love. Audrey, Stitchy Witch 42, made at bookmarks. And mine, that's the Swan Princess, and mine says A Strange and Wonderful Place. And she stamped it on the back with the thought that we would get everybody to sign it, and I didn't. I just think it's pretty. Let's see, and then I believe this is from Tara. Yep, Tara, the 805 Stitcher. She makes project bags too. You've probably heard of her. She gave everybody a thread drop. That's the acorn from the Acorns and Threads logo. And then on the back, trying to get it to turn around correctly, 2022. And then an acorn on there. So cute. So now that I'm home, I can use it. And let's see. I believe this was from Deb, who is friends with Tara. I like that. It could be a key ring. I'll use it as a zipper pull. And I'm sorry, I don't remember. Someone else had done floss drops, and she had some really cool ones. I got, you know, the old DMC logo, and it has the needle. She had Coates and Clark. She had Anchor. Someone gave me a counting pen. And then I got 2 of these. This one was the first one I got. So if you frogged, like on my Coeur de Sorciere, I can brush the fabric and get some of that, you know, because you can see some of the spot where the floss had been. There's a little bit of green. I can use this to gently brush it out. Another suggestion, Tara was working with Whisper Floss, and you know you have to kind of brush that up to make it, make the fibers go fluffy if you're doing something, one of the fluffy ones. And that's a great use for that as well. And there was another one, I think I put it in my supply bag already, my Notions bag. Yeah, I did. So someone else had given me this one, look at that, isn't that pretty? So this one's just in its own little tube, but it's still, so great ideas. I love sharing things with people at retreats, because everyone can be so clever and think of such really good things. So that's all my freebie stuff that I got from some of the people that were there. And then this is my swag from Acorns and Threads. So I'll start with just with what Janine gave us. She gave us a zipper pull with an acorn on it. That's Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit 2022. And of course, if you're familiar with these bags, Shepherd's Bush has patterns that you can buy and put on them. Let's see how I can do this without... Oh, something else that I purchased. Acorns and Threads has a coupon book, and you don't need to live nearby Acorns and Threads. It's $12, and every month there's a different coupon, and they keep your name on file if you use a coupon from it. So, for example, January is 20% off of purchases, off your purchase, one purchase. 2022 or 2023. February is 20% off of thread. March is 20% off of fabric. And then April is a mystery discount. It can be anything from 20% off to 40% off. So if I was actually able to go there, I would pick a poker chip. But, you know, chances are maybe if they do another retreat next September, I would get to go in person. But let's see what September is. Oh, August is the pick your own discount. September will be thread. And October will be your whole purchase. So we'll see when they have it again. But so I decided I would buy it because floss. What a selection. Okay. I'm going to pull these out because those were our designer kits. Let's see. We each got a raffle ticket. I did not win, sadly. We had 2 bingo cards. Also did not win. Oh well. You know, we played the game. It was fun. That's just my information. Different bingo card. The bingo was fun. Friday night bingo was all cross-stitch related. So hoop, Krynic, DMC, Colonial Knot, Sal, Drum, Pillow, Mill Hill, Unicorn Chart, you know, all different words. And they had a lot of words. There were probably about 10 calls where none of them were on mine. So we played till one person got a bingo, and then we did again until we had a full card. I still had 6 left when someone got a full card. And then on Sunday, the bingo was all things related to the Pacific Northwest. So there were store names, there were animals, there were restaurants, there were rivers. So you had Voodoo Donuts, Thorns, Tillamook, you know, Tillamook cheese. Wooden Shoe Tulip Festival. Oh shoot, I think that was called too. I still wouldn't have had a blackout. So I was within like 4 of a blackout for that one. Or full coverage is what everyone was calling that. Okay, so my bag was one of my things, and then we had another bag inside. And I already had, here's my name tag. I already had my name tag. When you go to a retreat with Acorns and Threads, you get a name tag like this. It's magnetic. You don't get another one. So unless something happens, your dog eats it, you know, whatever, this is it. So I went to the Acorns and Threads digital retreat January of 2021 and January of 2022. And then for this retreat, we had a little wooden button. I believe she said this is walnut, which, you know, or oak. No, oak, because acorn would be oak. I'm hearing noises. I don't know what the cats are doing. So I already, because, you know, as a cross stitcher, I love to stitch, but I don't like to sew. I don't want buttons. Ew. Doing little charm. I will sew it on eventually, but so next time if I go to another one, I will bring this again. I think it was Robin. She had all hers. She's been to a lot, so hers are all across and on the sides too. So I don't know if you fill it up if you get a new one or not. But so that's your name tag. So just know, if you go to a retreat with Acorns and Threads and you've got your name tag, bring it with you. Always bring it with you. So we got this beautiful corner gauge. I don't know if you can see the sparkle in it. And then that's the back of it. We got some pearl cotton so that you can stitch on the bag, because on these bags you want something thicker, so you use the pearl cotton. These of course are very fall colors. I don't know that I will use them on this bag, but that's what we got. Of course, the snack from Acorns and Threads is always M&Ms, because you can eat them and keep your hand clean. We got a little metal box. It's got a magnet inside, so you can use it as a needle minder or whatever. We received 2 patterns from Beth Twist, which you can, they're smalls, which you could put on the bag. So the fall colors would work with that one, and you could put, you know, some small ones on. And then of course, the coolest thing that we got, let's see, it says Acorns and Threads. It's a charger. I have not charged mine up yet. I need to do that. But it's a phone charger or a light charger. You know, I know a lot of people have the lights. Oh, I can't even think what they're called now. If you have the rechargeable light, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to charge mine right now. It's sitting in front of me. I can plug it right in. So I thought that was an amazing piece of swag. But wait, there's more. So from our designers, we had two patterns that were completely kitted. From Janine, the blue flower, it's called Forest Home. It says, our roots in the depths of the, excuse me, let me try that again. Our roots are in the depths of the woods. And look at that. The river, the deer. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Ramses, get down. Sorry. Ramses, get down. Get down over there. Get down. I don't know why he thinks he can go on my shelves. So, oh, and this is how it was all kitted up. So I asked Janine to sign it for me. And then, so this is the floss pack. All the beautiful colors. we got Needle Minder, which is the pattern. She had her own raffle, so she was pulling numbers all weekend from that. The fabric, which is XG Design fabric. And then she gave us some little ones that we could also use to put on the bag or for something else. And I'll share with that in just a minute. So that all came in this paper bag. And then from Stephanie Webb, Lindy Stitches. Hers was all wrapped up like this, all pretty. And this is her pattern. Comb the beach for treasure with me. My heart resides beside the sea. So the two pieces of Oregon, forest and ocean. So, and I got her to sign it for me. So isn't that beautiful? And these are all animals she researched, and there's all animals related to Oregon. And then there's the fabric. And she gave us some stickers. So our sea lion, he's got all the cross-stitch stuff, Pacific Northwest, and she gave us an extra one of this, so the extra one is on my water bottle already. And then our cross-stitching whale. And so here are the floss colors, and she gave us beads. And then she also gave us, this was all wrapped up. I didn't want to take it apart completely, but look at these little scissors. Aren't they great? So these are scissors you can definitely travel with on the airplane, which is good because I didn't check any bags. I had all of my bags with carry-on. And then she did some little motif patterns too, which we could either put on the bag or we could use a corner of one of our fabrics and make a necklace. So she gave us each one of these, and she and Janine had a couple of the motifs. Let's see. I thought that he was an otter. Stephanie told me he was the sea lion. So I'm sorry, Stephanie. But I thought his face looked different than the face on this one, which I think he looks a little otterish. But I also love the cardinal. And then Janine had two of her forest ones done. And these also, mine's gold. It also comes in a rose color, silver, and like a brushed black, which was really pretty as well. So that's in the cards for the future. So it's a lot. It was a great weekend. We had a lot of fun. There was food, way too much food. I need to lose a whole lot of weight now. We had dessert Friday night, lunch on Saturday and Sunday. There was also dessert on Saturday night and breakfast foods. Even though the hotel did, it came with our room, had a breakfast buffet, and what a breakfast buffet every morning that was included with our room. Besides, they also did make to order omelets. But Sunday there was also danishes and things in the stitching room. Plus there was always sodas and hot tea and coffee and water. So we were very, very well taken care of, very well spoiled. It was such a great time. So yeah, project bag wise, I have 10 more people. I've got a get in the mail. They're project bags, they're quarterly mystery bags. I'm sorry I didn't get them out before I left Thursday. Things got behind, you know, as happens. So finishing those. They will be out tomorrow, Wednesday, before my sister-in-law comes. So everyone should have them. I know Sarah from I Swear I'm Stitching on Flosstube, not only has she gotten hers, she's already stitched the pattern that Ashley created, which was really cool to see. So thank you, Sarah, for sharing that. And if you're curious as to what the bag looks like and what came in it this month, go look at her Instagram is Eat My Oxygen. So yeah, so I'm gonna have another busy week. Like I said, I will not film next Monday. I will film Tuesday after my sister-in-law leaves. So I will see you next week. I hope you have a good stitchy week. Stay tuned if you want to see some of the pictures and videos.